guys, it's Jennietto from the Pixie Post, and welcome back to my channel. I have a very interesting reading for you today, and I'm really curious to see what messages will come through. We're having two big events on July 2nd, which is a Tuesday, I believe, and it is going to be a solar eclipse as well as a new moon in Cancer. So it's going to be pretty powerful. And, you know, all these moon readings are pretty powerful in their own right. But a double event like this makes it even more so. So I'm going to use my Moonology card deck and kind of see what messages I channel in. The new moon in Cancer is supposed to be a time where the energy lasts even 6 months after the new moon phase. It's a time of taking care of your home, of your family, cultivating those relationships, and also doing even more deeper inner work and cultivating that. Because a lot of us are already on that path, but now is the time to really dive deep into clearing old insecurities, attachments, and not running away from them, just really working with our shadow self and just taking the next step into better things in our lives. And there's a lot of good things that are coming in, but we need to make room for that, as I always say. So that's a big time for doing that, as well as taking care of you and yours. So keep that in mind as we're doing the readings. For those of you who are not familiar with my readings, I am not a guru, I'm not a professional, but I do channel universe energy as well as energy from my angelic spirit guides to give these messages to people like yourself. And you can be from any walk of life and get some kind of resonance with these readings. It doesn't mean all of it will apply to you, but if you can get one little seed from those readings, then that's all you need. So what I'm going to do is a 3-card drawing. I'm going to explain briefly each card and what the messages are, and then do a power card. I'm going to do it from the same deck this time, and that way I'll leave that one up to your own interpretation for your own life, and then we'll go from there. So, all right, so I got my Moonology card deck, and I use this a lot for my coffee and cards, which is my daily card reading as well. And after the card reading, I'm going to make a couple quick announcements, and that'll be set for the new moon. It's been really windy here, so I hope you guys don't mind if you hear the wind. I can't control that, obviously. So I have the back door open a little bit because my cat insists on going outside, and then 2 minutes later he'll run right back in. He can't make up his mind like cats are, and so I figured forget about it. I could use some fresh air in here anyway, so so we'll see how that goes. So you might see him running in and out in the background. So he's so funny. Oh geez, cards are flying everywhere. That means the energy is pretty active. The card deck speaks for itself when I'm shuffling. Sometimes it's difficult to shuffle, so you know the energy is very resistant. And other times it's very smooth and, you know, it's kind of going with the flow, which makes sense. And this one is a little erratic, but we'll see what the message is have to say. All right, so here we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. This is a very diverse drawing. I can feel the different energies. All right. The first one is a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. And as you can see, the scales, which means the Libra, or it's the Libra sign, you'll see that in the horoscopes. It's very, very interesting because of what it says. A win-win, which is a balance of sorts. This will come as good news to a lot of you who are trying to make a decision about a situation in your life right now, and you want it to be the best outcome possible. Sometimes you can control that, and other times you have to relinquish control to allow that to become a win-win. But that is good news to a lot of you who have been very concerned. Also, it's one of those things, don't overthink the process. Let it flow naturally. Because if you keep overanalyzing, overthinking the situation, this will not happen. It will actually be the opposite. You may both lose, or only one of you will win. And of course, a win-win situation isn't always possible, but in this circumstance, it will be. And some solutions that come to be will be obvious to some people, and some it won't. But in hindsight, you'll see where the win-win comes in. So just remember that. Don't overstress it. Don't overthink it. I know it's easier said than done, but anytime you feel yourself doing that resistance, just step back, breathe, and know that the universe has your back. You will be okay. You are supported. So, okay. The second one, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. And you see the lion face there. It's fitting, and the color is perfect too. I really like these cards. Okay. I had to say it. I can't have a video without me saying something like that. I love this deck. It's a thing with me, I guess. This is extremely important. And I kind of resonate with this myself, to be honest. There are some people out there who are afraid to ask for help. They have their pride, and they're like, no, I can do it by myself. I can handle this. I'm super pumped. I can do this. I don't need help from anyone. And in some circumstances, okay, that can be okay. It's good to do your own work, to work hard, ethically, of course, and not ask for help when you don't really need it. You're just trying to pawn it off on somebody else and be lazy. So I understand that. That totally makes sense. But there are some of us that are saying that too much. Sometimes strength is when you ask for help. Because some people find that weakness. And to be honest, I kind of felt that way about certain things. I'm like, because I've had my physical limitations over my life. And I still do. It's just part of my life, well, whatever. But I always felt like, oh, no, I can do this by myself. I'm extremely independent. And I'm like, oh, I don't need help from anybody. Now, over the past several years, I'm feeling better about asking for help because I know when to ask for help. When I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm just going to make it worse if I try to do this by myself because I'm too afraid to ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for help. It's okay to do that because sometimes delegating tasks to people will help save you time, will make you more efficient at what you can do, especially if it's work-related or project-related. If it's a personal thing, sometimes we need support. That's why we're all connected in one way. That's one of the many reasons why the universe made us that way. When we came down here, we are connected in one way or another. And it is to work as a team, to help each other grow, support each other. It can be in the tiniest ways, but just know it is okay to ask for help. Even if it's not a person, if it's whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, whether it's your angelic guides or God or Jesus, even Buddha, whoever you resonate with, it's okay to ask for help. And always be gracious when you do ask for help. Be grateful for the help. Be thankful. If you want to do something nice in return, you can do that. It's not necessity, but it's a nice thing to do. But just be appreciative. Don't demand it. So it's also the way you ask too. So just remember that it is okay to ask for help. We all need it from time to time. So, and I like this one. It's weird. These are all full moons, and we're talking about the new moon. Weird. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. And that is so on point right now because a lot of us, including myself, are changing in so many different ways, with the inner self as well as physical surroundings and lessons we're learning. And let's face it, it's not always easy. Sometimes it's downright hard. But sometimes we have to step back and look at it almost as if we were looking at in hindsight, even though we're in the thick of it at that time. Know that, okay, this is for the highest good. What good am I going to get out of this? But and from an unemotional standpoint, look how far I've come already. That's another thing. I'm getting that message. That's the other thing, because a lot of us don't take time to acknowledge how far we've come already. Yes, we may be going for that, as we say, end goal, even though there's never really an end goal. Going for that goal, for that dream, and that's good to do. But pat yourself on the back once in a while. Say, hey, you know, I've changed a lot in this past year. I've really made strides. I'm more patient now. I can delegate better. I can love myself more. I can be more compassionate, more responsive. You know, it's just whatever it is. Give yourself some credit, because you deserve that. You deserve to acknowledge yourself, and not in a narcissistic way, but in a way that you know you're okay and you're going to be okay, and that you're doing a hell of a good job considering all the obstacles we all have to go through, and we just keep crushing it. And yeah, even if you're in a not so perfect situation right now, it will be okay. Just don't give up. Keep going. Take a breath once in a while. Take good care of yourself. That's really important, both internally and externally. And give yourself a high five once in a while. I mean, give yourself a treat, you know, and say, hey, you know what? I deserve to watch this movie I've been dying to see, or get a $5 latte, or, you know, or the massage, or talk to somebody I've been dying to talk to but I haven't had time to. Just little rewards as you go along your journey. It could even be just being still and connecting with nature and just feeling the goodness in the world. Just look at the bigger picture. It's not all about that situation. Life is beautiful in general. Sometimes we have to look harder for it, the beauty in the world, but it is there. And the light that we all shine in the world makes a difference. So if you feel you don't make a difference in people's lives, you do. I was going to say it wrong, but you do. Because without you, some good things in life would not have happened. So look at the bigger picture. Know that you make a difference. Know you've come a long way. And you're going to get better and better. And I firmly believe that. And I'm picking up a lot of energy from people that are finally starting to awaken and starting to realize that it's not all about what we hear on media, all the negativity. It's not all about, having to keep up with the Joneses, as they say. It's about being your authentic self, showing yourself how far you've come, how motivated you are to keep going. And a year from now even, you're going to be amazed how much you've changed. So just remember that. The universe is really stressing that, because a lot of us don't take time to stop and go, hey, I did good. So, and it is okay to do that. That's not a selfish thing, as long as it's not coming from a narcissistic or arrogant angle. So, there you go. So, that is a very direct, brief card reading for the new moon. I'm feeling the energy, and I just cannot help feeling that good things are coming. I just feel it. I don't know what it is. I think there's going to be a lot of good shifts in this world. So, and I keep repeating it, but the universe is like, it's really stressing it right now. I'm going to take the bottom card from this deck as a power card, so you guys can see me do that. And I'm just going to hold it up, and that way you can see what the card is. I'm not going to explain it. I'm just going to read it off, and you can see what it means for you. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Exactly. And it just ties this whole reading together. Breath is the most important thing, aside from the obvious. Breathing brings clarity. All right. Well, that's the card reading. It was very brief this week. Just remember to take the time to work on everything that you want to. Don't be afraid to ask for help, and always, always give yourself kudos to how far you've come. And shine your inner light always, and know that we are here for a reason. And you'll discover what that is if you haven't already. So, if you guys want a personal reading, since this was a general reading, feel free to click on the Facebook link. I am offering personal readings. It'll be in the services tab on my Facebook page, as well as I have a Patreon page if you want to follow me on there or support this channel. And please click like and subscribe if you want to see what kind of other readings I'll have. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. You have no idea how much it means to me. And I am always rooting for you guys. You guys are going to crush it. I know a lot of beautiful people in my community, and I thank you all for your love and support. So until the next time, shine your inner light because you are worthy. Namaste.